God has an urgent message for you today. Someone with curly gray hair has been casting negative energy into your life for the past 2 weeks, and it's not just a coincidence, it's a spiritual attack that needs your immediate attention. This person has been secretly influencing your circumstances, creating obstacles and draining your spiritual energy. This divine warning comes to expose what's been hidden from your eyes, but not from God's sight. The changes in your fortune, the sudden obstacles, the unexplained tiredness, they all connect to this person who entered your life recently. This message comes with love to help you break free from this harmful influence. As you hear these words, know that God sees exactly how this person with curly gray hair has been affecting your life. It's normal to feel shocked or doubtful when you discover someone has been working against you. But remember that you're being watched over with divine care. This warning is your chance to recognize the pattern and stop its effects before they grow stronger. You're receiving this message because there's still time to counteract this negative influence. Even when it's hard to believe someone could be causing your recent troubles, trust that this warning is a blessing because awareness is your first defense against spiritual attacks. The power to break free from this person's influence begins the moment you recognize what's been happening these past 2 weeks. As you think about the past 2 weeks, take time to examine what's changed in your life. Just like invisible spider webs that you only see when light hits them a certain way, this divine warning illuminates the hidden influences affecting your path. Notice the timing of when things began to shift. Was it exactly when this curly gray-haired person appeared? Hold on to your positive energy and spiritual strength, but recognize the unusual obstacles and emotional drainage that appeared so suddenly. Just like checking your home's foundation after a storm, you need to assess which areas of your life have been shaken by this person's presence. This warning isn't meant to create fear, but to reveal what's been working against you in secret. The coincidences that began 2 weeks ago form a pattern that, once recognized, loses much of its power over your life. This warning about the person with curly gray hair is more than just information about someone's hidden intentions. It's a spiritual checkpoint in your journey. It's a time for you to develop sharper discernment about the energies people bring into your life. Face this revelation with a calm heart, knowing that divine love is exposing what needs to be seen. There's a protective plan at work in your life, revealing influential forces exactly when you're ready to address them. Difficult discoveries might be uncomfortable, but see them as spiritual awakening moments that strengthen your intuition. Every revealed deception becomes a lesson that makes you wiser and more spiritually aware. When facing this disturbing knowledge, reach out in prayer for guidance and protection. God is always here to show you the truth behind appearances and to shield you from negative influences. In your prayers, you'll find the clarity you need to understand why this person entered your life and how to neutralize their effect on your circumstances. This spiritual test is actually preparation for a greater blessing ahead. As we've discussed this important spiritual warning, I'd like to help prepare you for future divine guidance as well. If these messages about spiritual protection and discernment resonate with your spirit, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. By staying connected to these divine warnings, you ensure you'll receive the spiritual protection messages you need exactly when you need them. God works through many channels to keep you informed and protected. Pay attention to specific signs confirming this curly, gray-haired person's negative influence on your life. These aren't just bad luck or coincidences. They are divine clues sent specially to alert you. As you reflect on these past 2 weeks, notice patterns like sudden financial setbacks shortly after meeting them, unusual tiredness after interactions, or persistent bad dreams. You might experience technology malfunctioning in their presence, pets acting strangely around them, or plants wilting after they've visited. You might feel inexplicably anxious before their calls or texts, or notice your normally positive mood shifting downward whenever they're mentioned. Trust your gut feelings about this person despite their friendly appearance or convincing words. That knot in your stomach when they're around is your spiritual radar detecting something your eyes cannot see. When you feel drained after speaking with them, when conversations leave you confused or doubtful about yourself, when you notice yourself making excuses for their strange behavior, that's divine protection, trying to break through your politeness. These intuitive warnings are truth speaking through your body's energy system, showing you exactly what your conscious mind might miss. Honor these feelings, even when they contradict the person's outward appearance or what others say about them. Your spiritual intuition perceives energies that others might miss. Remember, you're not facing this spiritual challenge alone. God is with you, surrounding you with protective light, even as this person tries to influence your path. Around you stands a team of guardian angels, spiritual guides and divine helpers, all working to minimize the damage and alert you to what's happening. This warning about the curly gray-haired person is proof that spiritual protection is already active in your life. Feel thankful for this divine intervention, for it shows how deeply your well-being matters in the spiritual realm. Each day of these 2 weeks, unseen forces have been working to lessen this person's impact while preparing you for this moment of revelation. The universe holds your energy in sacred protection, and nothing can permanently harm your spirit when you're aware and aligned with divine guidance. This person's influence, though real, is temporary and limited compared to the eternal protection surrounding your soul. Divine timing, God's perfect clock, is working in your situation right now. When you receive this warning about the curly, gray-haired person exactly 2 weeks into their influence, before lasting damage could be done. But after enough pattern was established to recognize it, that's sacred timing at work. These precise moments show you're connected to divine guidance, living under spiritual protection, even when challenges arise. As you reflect on the events of these 2 weeks, let the perfect timing of this revelation build your faith. Each coincidence leading to this moment of awareness confirms you're being watched over and guided. Pay attention to how everything unfolds from this point forward. The timing of challenges and their solutions isn't random. It's part of a divine plan to strengthen your spiritual discernment. Keep your heart open to further guidance about this situation. The more you trust divine timing, the more clearly you'll see the path forward. Just as you receive this divine warning about the curly, gray-haired person affecting your life, your support helps us continue sharing similar protective guidance with others under spiritual attack. A small super thanks of $5, $10, or $20 allows these critical warnings to reach those who don't yet realize why their circumstances have suddenly changed. Your contribution creates a chain of protection, helping others recognize hidden influences before lasting damage occurs in their lives. As you recognize this person's influence, powerful spiritual countermeasures can begin immediately. Just like removing invisible stains requires specific cleaners, clearing this negative energy requires focused spiritual action. First, create distance between yourself and this curly, gray-haired person whenever possible. Limit interactions, conversations, and especially avoid sharing personal struggles or future plans with them. Next, perform a spiritual cleansing of spaces where they've been. Open windows while praying for fresh energy, or burn sage or special incense to clear lingering negativity. Use salt water to wash doorways they've walked through and mirrors they've looked into. Place protective objects like crystals or blessed items near entrances to your home. Most importantly, declare out loud, "I break all negative connections and influences from the past 2 weeks." Say this firmly with absolute conviction. Imagine white light surrounding you and cutting any invisible cords connecting you to this person. These aren't just symbolic actions, they're spiritual technologies that dissolve negative influences. God has arranged these specific protections to work perfectly for your situation. Focus on following these steps with faith rather than fear, trusting they're already working to restore your spiritual environment. As you neutralize this person's influence, make it a habit every morning and evening to say, "I am completely protected by divine light. All negative energy bounces off me and returns to sender." Speak these words with absolute conviction. This simple practice creates a spiritual shield that negative energies cannot penetrate. When you feel the person's influence trying to affect, you pause and visualize yourself surrounded by a bubble of golden light that nothing harmful can enter. Use this moment to reconnect with divine protection flowing through you. Begin each day by thanking God for revealing what was hidden and for continued protection against all spiritual attacks. Before sleep, visualize yourself being washed clean of any negative energies collected during the day. Place a glass of water beside your bed each night. It absorbs negative energies, then pour it down the drain in the morning while declaring, "All negative influence is washed away completely." These aren't just rituals. They're spiritual technologies that actively clear your energy field. Your faith activates these practices, turning them from simple actions into powerful protection tools. Water, salt, light, and sound carry spiritual properties that disrupt negative influences when used with intention. During this challenge with the curly gray-haired person, you're not just defending yourself, but developing crucial spiritual discernment that will serve you forever. This experience offers you a chance to strengthen your ability to sense when energies don't align with your highest good. Each day gives you new opportunities to notice how different people affect your energy field. As you pray for protection and connect with divine guidance, pay attention to subtle feelings that arise around different people. Your experience can help others who might be under similar influence without realizing it. When appropriate, gently help them recognize energy drains in their lives. Use your awakened awareness to bring light to someone else's confusion. Embrace each day as a chance to practice energetic boundaries, honoring your spiritual sensitivity. In this journey, we develop spiritual immunity together, supporting each other through awareness and prayer, creating a community that recognizes and responds to negative influences before they take root. Your heightened discernment becomes a blessing not just for your protection, but for everyone around you who benefits from your clear perception of hidden energies. Learning to spiritually identify people with harmful intentions becomes your sacred skill after this experience. Not everyone with curly gray hair carries negative energy. Physical appearance isn't the indicator, but rather the energy signature they bring. Pay attention to specific behaviors that reveal spiritual interference. People who subtly criticize you under the guise of just trying to help, those who repeatedly bring up your past mistakes, or contacts who leave you feeling inexplicably tired after interactions. Notice those who seem overly interested in your successes or spiritual practices, or who often appear during important life transitions. The eyes often reveal spiritual intention. Look for an inability to maintain eye contact during sincere conversations, or conversely, an intense stare that feels invasive. Trust your body's response. Sudden headaches, yawning, or chills when certain people are around serve as spiritual warning systems. Maintain healthy skepticism about those who quickly seek deep confidence or try to establish spiritual authority over you. This discernment doesn't make you judgmental or paranoid, it makes you spiritually wise. You can maintain compassion for all while still recognizing which energies should be kept at a distance. This divine wisdom protects your purpose and path. Insai. Closing, as we face this revelation about the curly gray-haired person's influence, let's move forward with awareness and spiritual strength. Be prepared to use the protective measures we've discussed. Face each day with renewed vigilance and recognize how this experience has actually strengthened your spiritual discernment. Trust in the power of prayer and in God's constant protection around you. You are breaking free from these 2 weeks of hidden influence, emerging stronger and more spiritually aware. Keep saying, "I am completely protected by divine light," and watch as negative energies lose their power over your life circumstances. If this message has helped you recognize hidden influences in your life, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more divine protection guidance. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a warning meant specifically for your situation. When you share this message, you help others who might be facing similar spiritual attacks without realizing it. Each person who receives this warning through you becomes protected by your act of spiritual generosity. Dear Lord, please give us the discernment to recognize negative influences and the spiritual strength to break free from their effects. Surround us with your divine protection. Amen. If this message has touched your heart or helped you identify hidden influences affecting your circumstances, consider showing your appreciation with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more. Your support helps us continue sharing these protective warnings with others who need them. Please share in the comments any experiences with sudden changes in your life that began around 2 weeks ago. Your stories may help others recognize similar patterns in their own lives. Also, let us know what spiritual protection topics you'd like to hear in our next video. Your suggestions help us bring you the guidance you need most.